Okay, another question. What is self-inquiry? Self-inquiry is to bring your own awareness to your own thoughts. To start to bring the awareness so you see your own thinking. You start to see the pattern of your own thinking. You start to see how you view the world, how that main framework of your thinking views itself. So it has a thought of itself, it has an image of itself. And it's who you think you are, but it's fundamental, it's very fundamental who you think you are. And in that, and in seeing that self-inquiry, to see the real core of that thinking, to see where you are completely engrossed, completely lost in that story, all in the self-talk of who you think you are, the whole thing, you're just in it. And you would defend it like it's you. And self-inquiry is to see that, is to see where you've completely got lost in it, where you're like, you know, this is my values, this is what I do, and this is who I am, and you can't say that to me. All of that talk is just the framework of who you think you are, your whole concept of yourself, the role that you're playing. You're so engrossed in it that you don't see it. And self-inquiry is to start seeing that, is to become the observer of that. And as you observe it and you spot it out the corner of your eye, you start to see the form and shape of it. And that which you've completely accepted as reality, you start to realize it's just a construct, it's just it's an idea of who you think you are. It's just a thought. The whole framework itself is just an overall thought held together, which then gives rise to other thoughts, to like what I call momentary thoughts. And the self-inquiry is to have the awareness of your own presence and then observe these patterns. Observe how we become completely engrossed in that, how the whole thing plays itself out. That's self-inquiry. So how would you start self-inquiry? Is to try and open up a small gap in the thinking. You can focus on your breath. And it's not a special type of breath, but you just focus on the breath, taking the attention out of your thought into the sensation of breathing. And in that moment, you're no longer caught up in the thought, and it just gives you a little bit of a break. And then you start to become the observer of the thoughts. But not the judger of them, not having an opinion of them, Not having a dialogue about the thoughts now, saying, oh, that's that thought, and that thought's not good, or so on. It's just allowing them to be what they are, and just watch the thought. Just watch it play itself out. And then by watching those thoughts and allowing that moment of presence to happen, you start to see the pattern. How the framework itself, the self-seeking mind is set up constantly in the pursuit of. And that's self-inquiry. As you start to see those patterns in yourself. So self-inquiry starts with the space, giving yourself space. The space opens up. In that space, you see the pattern of the mind. You see how you've been caught in the pattern of the mind, how it brings you in, and then how you then validate what it's saying. You start to move with it, start to feel, oh, that's not right, and this is right, and judged, and you feel bad, and then you feel good, and you don't feel good because you've not achieved. And all of these achievements are all based on its concept of what you should and shouldn't be doing, and what you need to do to become. Because it's one thing is always about becoming. One way or another, it's tied up in the becoming. Something. More of something. Gaining more status. And that's its nature. That's what it just does. But without the awareness of it, without the self-inquiry, you become so entangled in it, you're completely in it. You're in the role. You're in the story. You are the story. It's having you completely. So you bring yourself back again. Relax. Become aware of it again. Then you go on with that awareness. Then you lose the awareness. You get caught up in it again. You get lost in it. You feel you're starting to get anxious. You check in with yourself. I feel anxious. Or what is it? The thoughts have been running away with you. You started thinking about something which has happened, which you felt was completely not right. What did you say there? Did you come across in a certain way? Then you become aware of it. In the awareness, there's a freedom for a moment. In the freedom, you see it for what it is. That's self-inquiry. Okay, good.